Join me right now on Kumite Radio is Mohammad Fakhreddine. He'll be fighting on September 21st at Brave 16 in Abu Dhabi versus Gadzhimusa Gadzhiev. What's going on, Mohammad?
How you doing, brother?
Good, man. You've been having a rough few months.
Yeah, man. It's been hard, man. Getting trained and being in best shape, and then your fight gets canceled, and it gets into you sometimes.
All right, let's talk about that. After your intense grudge matches with Tahir Hadbi, that spanned like 4-month period, you're training, fighting. You jumped right back into camp after that, and you had a showdown with Sidney Wheeler at Brave 13. But that fight was canceled on fight week. What happened with that?
Well, actually, it was canceled the weigh-ins day. I made weight, came to the scale, and then jumped on the scale. I was 500 grams less than the limit that it was supposed to be. It was a cash weight fight, and then I get the news that Sidney Wheeler is sick. He had some kind of kidney failure or something, that he was pissing blood, so the fight was canceled right there. So you can only imagine how I felt after all the hard training and then cutting weight and everything, and then hear the news that Wheeler isn't fighting. Man, it was crushing.
What were the emotions exactly like when you hear news like that after you, like you mentioned, you spent all this time away from your family? We had an interview before that fight, and then the day you're supposed to, rehydrate and be ready to fight, the walls come crumbling down. How are the emotions?
Bro, it's really crushing, man. Like all that emotions and all that feelings and all the hard training that you just been put in, and then know in a second that it's all gone for nothing. It just hits you really hard. It hits you like a wall that just fell on you or something like that, man. I took it. I was hoping they would find me a different opponent. They said they were going to look for an opponent. So right there, I was just trying to rehydrate and then stay calm and hoping that they could find an opponent. But at the end of the day, they couldn't find anybody. So, yeah, I ended up not fighting.
What did you do after Northern Ireland?
After Northern Ireland, I came home, spent time with the family for a little bit, and then I went right back into Thailand, helping Tariq for his fight. He fought in Morocco, so I went there, helped him, and then went with him to Morocco, and then right back here.
How was your time in Morocco? It was the first time Brave has ever went into the African continent. Did you enjoy your time over there?
Yeah, man, no doubt. Morocco is beautiful. The people there are very friendly. The hospitality was great. Everybody was friendly. So Morocco was great, but the trip was shit.
What happened, man?
Bro, whoever got the tickets, they got us the longest ever ticket, man. They had us flying all over the world to get to Morocco. So we literally spent about 35 hours on the street, like on between flight, and when we got to Casablanca after about 29 hours flight, and then we had a 7-hour drive from Casablanca to Tangier. So you can only imagine, after flying 29 hours or so, and then you have to drive for another 6-7 hours, man. We pretty much for a week we couldn't sleep. So yeah, that was a disaster.
Well, it all worked out in the end. Tariq got a pretty impressive finish, I think, in the first round. But if you know about and if you know anything about Tariq's history, he's kind of used to that. He's kind of used to going on these wild trips to go fight.
Yeah, man, the guy just want to fight. He loves to fight, but he always have troubles in his traveling because of his passport and stuff like that. So it's really hard to travel for him and get into places. So he would love to fight anywhere. It doesn't matter who. But at the end of the day, man, his passport isn't the greatest passport ever. So
Okay, let's talk about your upcoming fight. When you were offered Gadzhiev, did you know who he was, or did it not matter to you? You just wanted to fight.
Well, to be honest, I like Gadzhiev. He's a good guy. He's a cool guy. When they first offered me the fight, I said no. I don't like. I didn't like the matchup because of the kind of friendship that we have. He's a good guy, and so I said I don't know if I want to take the fight, but let's see if he wants to take it. Since it's all business, I get that. But when he said yes, I jumped on it. I wasn't gonna say no. As soon as he said okay, I was like, all right, shit, let's do it then.
All right, you're in Lebanon for your training camp. Who do you have over there, and what facilities are you utilizing?
Bro, I'm all over the place here. I'm not training in one gym. I'm training in all the gyms. Everybody. I have Mohammad Fakhreddine, Tariq Suleiman, Mohammad Karaki, Yusuf Wahbi, all the big names in Lebanon. I know there isn't many, but I think that's more than enough to train for any camp.
What type of fight do you expect out of yourself on September 21st?
If Gadzhiev fights the way he normally fights, I expect fireworks. I like to bring it. He likes to bring it. It's gonna be a brawl, man. It's just gonna be two people that are trying to knock each other out, and it's gonna be fireworks all over the place. So I hope everybody is waiting for that fight because to me, that's gonna be fight of the night for sure.
Going through all of that stuff, having your fight canceled and, just coming off a huge grudge match, do you have a lot of, emotion pent up inside of you to release in this fight, even though this guy is someone you like?
Unfortunately, yes. I hate to do it, but I have to do it. I've been waiting on it. The last time I think I got a win was about a year ago. And I've been waiting. I've had fights fall off, and I just been wanting to fight and get my name back out there because it seems like everybody is looking over past me, and I'm just here to take over everybody. I'm just here. I'm gonna take that belt sooner or later. I'm gonna give it time, but I know I will take it.
Since you do have a name in the promotion, where do you expect to put yourself in the welterweight division after you get a win at Brave 16?
I'm already definitely in the top 5, no doubt about it. I already know I'm in the top 5, and I know everybody know that I'm here to stay. I'm not here to go anywhere. But I believe with this win, a good knockout or a good finish, I think maybe one more fight, I'll definitely get the shot at the belt, especially if Carlson wins.
In the main event, I want to talk about that. Carlson Harris, he's going to attempt to defend his title against the Jordanian Lion. Who do you think will have the belt at the end of the night?
To be honest, I would like Yarah to win because we have a friendship. So I would like for him to fight and win. But it's going to be a tough fight for both guys. Carlson is going to be looking to close the distance and cage work and try to take the fight on the ground. Jarrah is a good ground game as well. He's really good on the ground. But I think Carlson has a solid ground game, and his cage control is second to none.
Are you going to be sitting cage side for this fight? Do you need to watch this one?
Definitely. I have to look. I have to watch it real close. And man, believe me, I'm gonna be fighting one of these guys pretty soon for the belt.
All right, September 21st, Brave 16. You could catch Mohammad. It's his comeback fight in a way. It was good talking to you, man. It's always good talking to you, and I'll catch you again later on.
All right, brother.